Rekha Sharma. Thank you very much, and good morning, participants.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Very good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Mostly I'll be speaking in English. My Hindi is not that good as yours, but you can ask me questions in Hindi, no problem. And don't forget that this is a training session. Training session is different to that of a teaching session, where you can interact with the resource person whenever you want. So no hesitation, you can stop me anytime. Don't say that I should speak first 60 minutes and then questions. No, you can ask me, rather you please respond to me often. I request the host to permit the participants to unmute themselves as and when they want. No problem. Let us be a democratic platform and let them enjoy the session. Is it okay, participants?
Yes, sir. Very well, sir.
Yes, sir.
If
Yes.
there is anything that
Yes,
from your
Yes, sir.
side, you are,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
there is anything you can tell me before actually I start speaking to you. Let me thank my friend Dr. Chandrasekhar, Director HRDC, Nagpur, for giving me an opportunity to interact with all of you today, and thanks to his team members, Dr. Rekha Sharma, and I do not know the other person. Thank you very much for all the team members of HRDC Nagpur.
Dr. Preeti Dharmik, madam.
Okay, thank you very much. And I would like to appreciate all the participants. You know why? In spite of the limitations due to pandemic, you could able to find time to undergo this training program. Where there will be a possibility to learn something. I hope you are all there to learn something in this program, not for the sake of certificate. Certificate is only a byproduct. In the process you get certificate, in the process you may get that senior scale 6,000 to 7,000 or 7,000 to 8,000. But that doesn't change our lives, neither your lives. Your life will be changed when you get respect as the greatest teacher on the earth, or at least greatest teacher in your institute, in your university, in your state. When students come back and touch your feet after 10 years, sir, आपके वजह से, या madam, आपके वजह से I am like this today because of you. That will be the great reward for you. Not these 2 increments or 1 increment. I hope you are all there with that idea, with that notion of learning. So I assure you that you will definitely pick up some value addition after undergoing this particular training program. Not only this training program, you should continue to learn. You should continue to learn as long as you are a teacher. I hope all of you will continue in this teaching profession next 30-35 years. नहीं सर, गलती हो गया, गलती से इधर आ गया, हमें निकलना है इधर से इतना जल्दी में करके. If there is anybody that they want to quit this job and go for some other better jobs?
No, sir.
Only one person is responding, means others may be interested to quit this job.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
But it is not that easy, my dear friends. The days are going to be different. Teaching will become a real challenging job.
Yes, sir.
Be prepared. You should be prepared to meet the demands of the new generation of students. You cannot pretend ignorance. ये मेरे को मालूम नहीं है, ये किसी ने मेरे को बताया नहीं है. Nobody will tell you, nobody will guide you. You have to learn. You have to learn on your own. That is the success mantra of 21st century. American futurologist said that the illiterates of 21st century, the illiterates of 21st century are those who do not learn, unlearn and relearn. So you have to learn something new always. Continuous basis, continuous, which are not relevant today. Instead, you should relearn something new. Something so thereby century learner, because you are getting a classroom who are born in 21st century. Now 21, you are in postgraduate. Resources are plenty for them. Don't be under the impression the teacher is the only source for them to learn. वो दिन चले गए. There are n number of sources for them. And they have a consumer's mindset. You know what is the meaning of consumer's mindset? जैसा आप लोग कई माल पे जाते हैं कुछ खरीदने के, you want to buy one good saree or good shirt, good dress for you or for your kith and kin. If you don't like the color, you don't like the design, what do? You go to the next shop. Is it not? Even if it is 100 rupees more or even 500 rupees more, once you like, you buy, you prefer to buy that one. Same way the students also, if they don't like this teacher, if they don't like this college, they have no hesitation to quit. They have no hesitation to change. आप बोल सकते हैं ये सब कहाँ होता है सर, वो एक टाइम पे हमारा कॉलेज में एक ही कॉलेज है हमारा गांव में, वो एडमिशन लिया तो कहाँ जाएगा वो कर. Another world is open to them. UGC has given them a circular in support of their idea called ABC. I think you know that. Academic Bank of Credits. Gazette notification has also issued. Have you seen that Gazette notification of Academic Bank of Credits? Participants?
No,
Any of you have seen that Gazette notification
No, sir.
on Academic Bank of Credits?
no.
No, sir.
Very, very sorry. Very sorry to hear that answer. Arey, it is meant for you. And it is not a big document, it's just 8 pages. It has come on the news. It is there on the web. कहाँ है आप लोग? यही बताया ना मैंने आपको. Don't say that सर हमारा प्रिंसिपल ने सर्कुलर दिया नहीं, यूनिवर्सिटी वाले ने जो कहा नहीं करके, कोई भी बोलेगा नहीं आपको. Please, you have to know all these things. They have issued Gazette notification on ABC, Academic Bank of Credits, stating that the student is at liberty. The student is at liberty to do courses as they like from Swayam or NPTEL or any other identified source by UGC / Ministry of Education, Government of India. And those credits that they have accrued should be added to their undergraduate program, postgraduate program, or PhD program. Please read. At least for my sake, when you go back home today evening, you read that, download. Don't ask me ये कहाँ मिलेगा करके. वेब में मिलता है आपको. डाउनलोड कीजिए और पढ़ लीजिए. Please. You will come to know what is the meaning of it. Why I am saying all these things? As teachers, tomorrow you should not go back and say, hey, I don't know this. मेरे को मालूम नहीं. In your life as a teacher, you should not say that. A teacher is expected to know these things. That's why you get a lot of respect. Whenever you go to family functions, get-togethers या किसी function में गए तो सब लोग आपको नमस्ते टीचर, नमस्ते मैडम, नमस्ते सर करके बोलते हैं. कुछ लोग उनके बच्चों को लेके आके आपके पाँव टच करते हैं. Is it not? Somebody bring their children and ask them to touch your feet. किस वजह से? Because you are a teacher. You know something. You know more than what they know. So thereby you should be ahead of others in your peer group. Not only in the college, in the institute, in the university, also in society. You must learn. That is the purpose why I chose this topic to speak to you. Is it okay? Can I go ahead with my topic? This is the introduction I want to give.
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, anything in your mind, don't hesitate to ask me. I can answer you whatever that I know in academics. Okay? So now I will go to share my screen nicely with all of you. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Keep. I said evolving role of a teacher. I wonder why this is not increasing.
Sir, make it slideshow.
Yeah.
Yes. Sir, it is visible now.
Yeah. See, I presume all of you as good teachers. Can I presume? क्या मैं सोच सकता हूँ आप सब लोग गुड टीचर्स हैं करके?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
वो बोलने में भी क्यों तकरार है? Why are you hesitating? ब्रेकफास्ट किया या नहीं आपने?
Yes, sir. Maybe, may not be.
Yes, sir.
Depending on.
किया
अरे
sir.
यार.
जल्दी किया.
Okay, I will ask
Questions
another
are really
question.
difficult.
Another question. I think you are all having good subject knowledge, your own subject knowledge.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can say like that.
Even for that you have some hesitation. चलो मैं आपको कुछ डिस्काउंट दे दूंगा. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Not necessarily that you should learn or you should know 100% of your subject. Reasonably good knowledge. You have, don't underestimate, please.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You have good, fairly good knowledge. That's why you are here as an assistant professor. ये आसानी से नहीं हुआ. आपने मास्टर्स किया, आपने पीएचडी किया, आपने नेट का एग्जाम क्वालिफाई हुआ, टफ कंपटीशन से सेलेक्ट होके आके इधर बैठे हैं. डोंट अंडर एस्टिमेट. कभी पूछा तो कॉलर बढ़ा के बोलो ना, यार आई एम ए टीचर, आई यस आई नो करके. बाद में देख लेंगे. वो पूछे तो बोलेंगे नहीं. पहले तो वो यू शुड डेमोन्स्ट्रेट योर कॉन्फिडेंस. That should be the attitude of a teacher. And today it's World Teachers Day. I forget to greet all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Greetings.
Thank you and same
all
to
of
you,
you
sir.
for World Teachers Day. I wish
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank
you
you,
should
sir.
become on par with any international teacher. Not national, not local. On par with any international teacher. And it is possible. And it is possible. It is not that difficult. वो बाहर से नहीं आते या ऊपर से नहीं आते. They emerge from these groups only. So if you have that confidence of having good knowledge of your subject, which generally you go and teach in your class, you transfer the knowledge to your students. Formally, none of us are trained how to be a teacher, is it not? क्लास में जाके क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है करके किसी ने नहीं बताया. This is true with all of us, including me. Over a period of time, we all learned, and you are all fortunate you have such nice training programs. When we have joined, there were not such programs. But very limited opportunities those days. But today you have a number of sources again. So thereby, you should know what are the do's and do nots of a teacher, teaching profession. So now, having said that, you have fairly good knowledge of your subject. You are expected to have these qualities. The qualities of a teacher are mentioned in Vedas. 5,000 years back in Rig Veda, they are mentioned. They are not written by me, please. They are not my invention. They are all written in Rig Veda. They are all in Sanskrit version. Somebody was giving a talk and I have copied them and translated them into English. That's the only thing I have done. Because I don't know Sanskrit. The teacher is expected to have these qualities. Should have good character. Purity of mind, purity of thoughts, purity of action. Always you should get noble thoughts. The moment you get noble thoughts, there is every possibility that you will do noble things. That will reflect your character that you are a noble person. That will reflect and show you to the society that you are a teacher. That's the reason why you get that respect in the society, which I was mentioning earlier. आपको नमस्ते बोलेंगे, आपके पाँव टच करेंगे. It is all this because you are a teacher having such a character. If you believe in Almighty, when you get up in the morning, you should pray that thanks to Him that you are going to be there for one more day. And let all the noble thoughts come to my mind today. So when you get such noble thoughts, you do good things. Thereby you grow up having good character. This is the game changer. People with character, without character. Yesterday we have seen from some, what do you call, International Journalists Association, when they leaked the information that many of our Indian business people disclosed that they are having losses, but they have businesses outside. See the way that they are trying to exploit, and the governments are going to support them by giving, what do you call, waiver. This government has given 70 30,000 crores waiver for those bad debts. Whose money is that? It's taxpayers' money. You and I have paid that money. And they happily, diverted those funds to some other countries, and they have businesses or they have trusts, they have all kinds of opportunities for them to access and enjoy that money. Look at that. This is what is called character. People with character, without character. You and I will not do, should not do, cannot think of such things in our lives as teachers. Okay, I should not deviate. Then you should have good communication. See, they talked about communication 5,000 years back, which we are talking even today. People should have good communication skills, soft skills, XYZ, ABC. बहुत कुछ बोलते रहेंगे. But communication is very, very vital, important. It should always be simple. Don't use flowery language. Don't make people to find it difficult to understand. It should be effective. That's it. Are you able to convince? Are you able to transmit the content that you wish to? Are you able to impress upon the audience? That's enough. We are talking about, let it be even bilingual. If not in English, if not in Hindi, कुछ और भाषा में भी बोल सकते क्या? The ultimate aim is to see that the student understands what you say, what you communicate, what you write, what you tell them. And teachers should have good communication skills. Marathi, Hindi, Bangla, Rajasthani, any language, no problem. You should have good skills. In addition to that, if you have good communication skills in English, it will be a good value to your. And then you should have good personality. Personality, not physical personality. I'm talking about mental personality. Well, if you have good physical personality also, it will add. It will add. But your mental personality with values, good social values, good human values, with a good culture, you will automatically glow as a human being. People will get attracted to meet you. People will get attracted to interact with you. People will get attracted to listen to you. People means your students also. And nobody will say, what are those values? You all know what are the social values. To be compassionate, to be patient enough, to be, tolerant, peaceful, non-violent, grateful to the people, knowing your duties and responsibilities. These are all good values. And culture, the way that you greet people, the way that you speak to the people, the way that you address the people, way that you understand the people, makes a big difference. Respect the others. Don't underestimate people. Why should we underestimate? You say that, yeah, they're also equal with you, fine. If they don't prove themselves, it is their failure. It is their mistake. You need not worry. That's it. So as far as you, they are also equally good. It is for them to prove. You respect others. That's it. Respect elders, respect your students, respect the practices and the procedures that you have in your college, university. You may not like some of them, but you have to, because you are there in a public institute. You are answerable. Even in private institute also, you are in the midst of students, you are in the midst of some of your colleagues in the society. And that particular society framed certain practices, following certain procedures, you should also. If you are not that happy, yeah, you can keep away yourself for that particular procedure practice. But don't criticize, don't find fault, or don't argue people, don't fight on those things. It's all unproductive. And you should have moral courage. Moral courage means having intellectual honesty. Honesty to learn. Honesty to acknowledge. Honesty to cite the references. Honesty to share your knowledge. Honesty to listen to your colleagues, to your students. वो कौन है बोलने वाला? Why should I listen to them? Don't use this kind of things. Don't do this kind of thing. It's not good. When somebody is belittling you, don't spare. That's what I'll say. Somebody is criticizing, heckling you, belittling you, don't spare them. You say that sawal hi nahi hai, what I am is I am. You want to go listen to my talk, come and sit in my class, I will tell you what is what. You want to see good publication of mine, go and search Sound Sir Journal. You want to know about my teaching, go and ask my students. And you should also demonstrate that courage. When class is at 10 o'clock, yes, you should be there by 9:55. How does it matter? Can we not spare that 5 minutes extra? Yes, it is worth spending. That 5 minutes ahead of others makes you different. They will be looking at you. It is instead of you looking at them, they will be looking at you because they have come late. You get different feel when somebody is looking at you. That's it. When you are going and looking at them, you will be searching for them. And you will start searching as if you are lost in a crowd. It should not be like that. When you are ahead, that 5 minutes, it makes all the difference. That's the kind of a courage and values that you should have. And teachers should have good memory. And you should always remember facts. Facts only. Don't go to the class without complete preparation. If you are not sure, don't talk about those things in the class, for heaven's sake. If you don't know, people are still asking questions, you say, okay, I'm sorry, I don't know. I will come back to you tomorrow. How many of you say sorry in the class? How many of you from this group say sorry in the class?
I say, sir, so I say in my class, sorry if I don't know the answer. And as you said that I say my student that I will gather more information on it and will pass on you. So I say sorry very honestly in the classroom, sir.
Very good. Excellent.
you,
Excellent,
sir.
Narwad.
Thank you, sir.
Others?
यस सर हमारे साथ भी होता है कभी कभी
Very good. Very good. And don't feel shy. Don't feel bad that you are saying sorry.
यस
You are
सर
saying
I also
they
say
are your
sorry.
children. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, madam. It's a good feel, you know. आप घर पे बच्चे लोगों को नहीं बोलते क्या?
सर ऐसा होना स्वाभाविक है
वो
बहुत
एक
बार हुआ
चीज
है
ऐसा ऐसा हो गया, आपने बच्चों को सारी बोलते नहीं, सारी बेटा मैंने अगला बार नहीं हुआगा, नहीं होगा, बोलते रहेंगे ना. Same way.
हम भी बोलते हैं सर सॉरी.
With your kith and kin and children, the same way you can also do that. You get more respect from them. No?
Yes sir, we
The
do.
reward, the students will feel very happy. So when you are not sure, don't share that information. When they ask good questions or a question which is for which you don't have an answer, don't feel bad. That's it. Go to the class with complete information. Suppose the information that you have completed in 40 minutes, right? Revise that next 10 minutes, say 50 minutes class or 60 minutes class. Or ask some questions or talk something general. But don't try to start, I hope this is that, this is that. I hope I read somewhere, I listen. Yes, sir. Don't speak in those lines in the class. There is a nice book if you want to read on this particular concept called memory or age. The Art of Teaching, written by Gilbert Haidt, Penguin Publications book. If you want, you can note down, I will repeat. The Art of Teaching. The Art of Teaching, written by Gilbert Haidt, Gilbert, Gilbert Haidt, Height, Haidt, Heat, as you pronounce. Penguin Publications, around 600 or so. You can even order on Flipkart and get that book. Wonderful book. It's like a novel reading type. Like. Then you will appreciate the art of teaching. Don't be under the impression ये सब क्यों जानना है? भाई जाके बॉटनी पढ़ाना है, बॉटनी पढ़ा देता हूँ, बस सिर्फ हो गया मेरा काम. या इंग्लिश, फिजिक्स नहीं. The subject or the domain knowledge is secondary. I repeat this n number of times if you want. It's not the matter of botany or physics, zoology, or what you call political science or English economics. It is the way that you teach, the kind of contents that you provide in a presentable form. These matters. If you say strictly the contents, they can also learn from the prescribed book. They know from which book you are teaching. They can go to Google and find better contents than what you are teaching. If it is only content part, the content is secondary. The primary thing is how best you are presenting. I will keep on repeating this word. Please bear with me. Then you will understand and appreciate. And you should have a habit of writing. You should write articles, publish. They said this 5,000 years back. Don't say, sir, my UGC API के वजह से मैं लिखता हूँ एक मेरे को 5 पॉइंट आता है या नहीं तो 10 आता है, 15 आता है, 20 आता है. ये सब, these are all trash. Okay, there is some philosophy for them. Because somebody has written good books, you have read them, you have acquired some knowledge, you got your MA degree, you got your PhD, and you are there today as a teacher. And don't expect the same thing your students will also read. And the same thing the next generation students also will read. There should be transfer of those contents with some value addition from time to time. Thereby, you as a teacher should also write something new with your experience, with your knowledge. You share the information for others. That is the purpose for which we should write and publish, not for APIs. APIs you get as a byproduct. Okay, there are all some benefits that you get. But the biggest benefit that you got already is you are a teacher. I do not know how many of you feel that pride. I feel very proud. And more so, I am a mathematics teacher. कितने लोग बोलते हो बात? हिम्मत से.
बिल्कुल सर। और आपने राइटिंग की बात की तो हम भी जिंदगी में
डॉक्टर
स्टैंडर्ड
वेद
एलेवन से
प्रकाश
हम लिखते आ रहे हैं
सुनाई
सर
नहीं दिया,
न्यूज़पेपर में।
सुनाई नहीं दिया वेद प्रकाश जी।
विशेष रूप से
Your
सर 11वीं
volume
कक्षा
is
से।
very low. You are not audible.
सर विशेष रूप से 11वीं कक्षा से वर्तमान पत्र में आर्टिकल्स पब्लिश कर रहे हैं और लगभग 10 किताबें प्रकाशित की है। तो जाहिर है जैसे कि आपने कहा कि ये एपीआई तक सीमित नहीं है। अगर पैशन है लेखन के संदर्भ में तो बहुत बेहतरीन है। विद्यार्थियों के लिए काफी प्रेरणा प्राप्त होती है सर।
That's good. It is not only for the students. When you write and publish, even others also will read. Others also will learn.
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल।
Not necessarily your students alone. When you write something with some experience, with some knowledge, others also will read. Now it is, the knowledge is in public domain and anybody can read and anybody can access. That should be your motto. So keep writing and publishing. And you should be humble,
Yes, sir.
humble enough. Don't be arrogant. Don't be headstrong. Don't demonstrate your angry and should always be humble. Even you are an associate professor, professor, dean, vice chancellor, भी रहने दो, क्या होता है? They all came after being a human being. After you have become a teacher, they have all come. Not before you. You are not born as an associate professor or assistant professor. You are born as Ved Prakash. You are born as Rekhaji. You are born as Chandrasekhar.
Yes,
People
sir.
should know you by name, not by your designations. And you should also be academically humble in pursuit of knowledge. A teacher should always be learner. And you should update your knowledge constantly without anybody's telling, without anybody's direction. This is the most significant thing which is missing in current teachers community. This is the reason why the policy makers criticize teachers badly in Delhi. ये सब टीचर लोग अपडेट नए हैं, सब पुराने बात करते रहे, टेक्नोलॉजी में वो है ये है करके बोलते रहेंगे. They know because they are sitting in Delhi, they can speak any language in any form. But when it has come to the question of pandemic situation during the lockdown period, teachers have reached the students through online education, which was not known to them before 2020. People tried, learned on their own, with knowing, without difficulty, with difficulty, all these things they could able to reach and taught them some lessons. Did you not do that? आपने किया है या नहीं वो काम?
Yes, sir, we did it.
Yes. You should say that loudly.
Yes.
All teachers of this nation have responded to the call given by the government of India. In spite of limitations, net problem है, power problem है, laptop नहीं है, फिर भी teachers इतना हिम्मत लेके, इतना responsible feel होके, they started teaching online. We didn't get that kind of a respect and reward for that. Unfortunate in this country. ठीक है, हमें टीचर्स बन के आगे हैं, हमारा काम ये है, बच्चों लोगों के लिए कुछ करना है, हमें कर रहे हैं. Keep doing that. And be humble. That is where you should be humble. Don't expect any rewards. ठीक है, भगवान ने देंगे आप बाद में. या नहीं तो बच्चे लोग आके बताएंगे हमें. So try to be humble always. We have not seen Mahatma Gandhi. None of us have seen Mahatma Gandhi live. But at least majority of us have seen Dr. Kalam. Why some people are referred? Only some people are referred. They are very humble. So make it a point in your life that being humble will make all the difference, and you will be most respected. Not only as a teacher, but also as a human. Even at home, in the family, you should be humble enough. You should be ahead of your family members in terms of the knowledge. Then you get that respect. A teacher है ना, इसलिए ऐसा बात कर रहा है करके सोचना. And you should have enthusiasm. Tons of enthusiasm, tons of energy. You should always inspire people, motivate. Inspire your students in the classroom, motivate them. Inspire your colleagues to do something new. People should flock to reach you. They should always run and see you for some advice. Should come to you for some guidance. You should always enthuse people around you. That should be your. And finally, you should have incessant hunger. Incessant hunger, burning desire for new ways of expression and new contents. In every class, you should speak something new other than the subject. ये नहीं है सेमेस्टर पहला क्लास, या नहीं तो हमें अभी ट्रेनिंग जाके आया, वो किसी ने रिसर्च पर्सन आया हैदराबाद से, वो बताया न्यू कंटेंट्स करके, चलो मैं आपके लिए एक दिन कुछ बोलेंगे करके. Don't do such things for the sake of my talk. For the sake of your brand image. You will create a brand for yourself when you speak new contents always in the class. Don't say, itna time nahi hai sir, mera paas bahut syllabus hai. That is the most absurd thing that we are all doing in our lives. Leave some things for them to learn. But you as a teacher, try to be on par with Google or little ahead of Google to say something new. Then only that students, 21st century children will listen to you. And sometimes you may be teaching the same thing. Especially language, literature teachers, they may be teaching same contents. But you can change the style of teaching. New ways of expressions also. These things will attract the students. It doesn't matter what you teach. It matters how you teach. Know that? As a good teacher, you should know this. It is not the content. It matters how you teach. Underline this word. Well, these are the qualities that are mentioned long back, keeping Vishwamitra, Vasistha, Brihaspati in their mind. The qualities of a teacher are defined, irrespective of religion. I am not talking about only one religion. They are epics, they are available, we read them. What I am trying to say is that these are the things that are talked about thousands of years back, which are relevant even today. That's my point. If there is anything which is not relevant, you are most welcome to comment. You are most welcome to comment. But in my view, these are the 9. 9 is very sacred number. 9 qualities of a teacher which makes them as a good teacher. This is the definition that I will give you now. With good domain knowledge as the basis, on top of it, if you have these qualities, you are a good teacher. No hesitation to call you as a good teacher. So now you tell me that whether you are a good teacher or not. Do you have all these 9 qualities by now?
Sir, we can say maximum are there. 1 or 2 may be missing, but it's very difficult to tell because other people observe us. And if we say...
No. You are right. You are right. Narwade Sahab, you are right. You may not be knowing that you have such quality formally.
Yes, sir. Yes, I have, sir.
Having these things you might have demonstrated unknowingly.
Right.
And as you said, the others should say that some of these qualities that you have. Fine. No, I'm not going to question you or interrogate on this. You should know from tomorrow onwards, you should be conscious about these qualities. Keep these things in the back of your mind as long as you are a teacher. That, ye kya, do I have that character? Am I having that kind of a personality? Am I humble enough? And you should have that enthusiasm with good communication skills. The most important thing that you should have that incessant hunger because you are a passionate teacher. Always you should go to a class with new contents. क्लास जाने के पहले 5 मिनट या 10 मिनट आप आराम से बैठ के कहाँ से शुरू करना है, कहाँ एंड करना है, कितना समय मैं न्यू कंटेंट्स के बारे में सोचना है, व्हाट इज दैट आई शुड टीच. यू नो द स्टूडेंट शुड वेट. आज मैडम कौन सा चीज बताएंगे, व्हाट इज दैट शी इज गोइंग टू स्पीक टुडे, न्यू कंटेंट्स. बच्चे लोगों को वो दे शुड हैव दैट एक्साइटमेंट. वो 10 मिनट के लिए पूरा क्लास में बैठ कर, एंड यू शुड नॉट डिसअपॉइंट. Well, I will assure you that you will emerge as a good teacher. Nobody must have told you this in your MA classes or MSc classes. HRDCs will tell you. HRDCs, this kind of training programs will make you to learn these things. Thereby, you should have that kind of a habit of attending workshops, seminars, conferences, training programs regularly. ये नहीं है जिंदगी में एक फेरा 1 OC, 1 RC, वो UGC के बारे में बात करेंगे. You will be there only. Counting those things, you will remain there only. If you are not updating, you are not undergoing, you are not. Some people may say that, sir, I have all the problems on the earth. I cannot go and learn. Okay, fine. You sit at home and learn. Today you have all the technology in front of you. You can learn these things also. Fine, that's also agreed. But the process of learning is important. You know, there is a nice saying in English. People who learn stay young. People who learn, stay young. As long as you learn, even at the age of 140, you will remain as a young guy. You are all likely to live up to 140 years. You know that? अभी मालूम नहीं?
Yes, sir.
That's a nice answer. नहीं सर, अभी ज्यादा हो जाता है 140 का तो. But you are bound to live. When we were children, we were told that 64 is the lifespan. Now it has gone high. People are living up to 75, 80 comfortably, assuming that they don't have any health issues. And your generation will cross 100 very easily. And there is a nice saying that if CRISPR technology is going to be in practice with all its ethics, with following all the ethics, your genes will be edited and there is every possibility for you to live longer. उसको छोड़ दीजिए. But people who learn stay young. That's the reason why most of the teachers you can see, they live long. They will have a small library at home. वो किताब पढ़ के, they have the habit of reading the books. Always that makes them alive. So hope you will be conscious from tomorrow onwards about these qualities. As long as you are conscious, you will remain as a good teacher. Okay? Is it all right? Any questions, please,
No, sir.
to this?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Tapan.
Sir, please elaborate to some extent the basic difference between character and personality. Is it
Pardon?
it is necessary to develop character, but is it a character which is kind of more preferable, more superior to personality?
Yeah.
Which is the first
No,
basic
nothing-
tenets
there is
of
nothing- okay. There is nothing like superior or inferior, basically. But the character that determines a person's nature. And the
Okay, sir.
personality is a value addition. In addition to that, yes, you are as I told you, you are a human being, you are a good human being, you are a great human being. Right?
Okay, sir.
Basically, you are a human being. Basically, you are a teacher. Teacher?
Okay.
Teacher?
Yes.
Teacher?
Yes, sir.
Best teacher. So, teachers are expected to have good character. That's it. So, what kind of good character? I have defined you that you should always have that purity of thoughts, purity in action, purity in your time. जो करना आज करना है वो आज ही करना है. That's it. You are doing same thing after 6 months doesn't make any sense. So you should have that discipline of time also. That's what I mean to say character. This personality, on top of it, character is the foundation. On top of it, you should have good values. Always you should be sympathizing. Always you will be empathizing people and have tolerance, have those good values, social values and human values. So the foundation is character. There is no doubt on that.
Okay, sir. Sir, can the term personality be called a face value or a mask, which I wear in social life or in public life or teaching life? It may be called as a face value or a kind of mask?
It is not exactly the mask, I can say, but if you use the word mask and you are wearing it for the sake of public or for the sake of your professional life, it is not correct. People will come to know the truth, if not today, tomorrow. Right? So there, I say that you should imbibe these things. It should become an automatic thing. When you look at Tapan, people should know, yeah, Tapan ji ke paas gaye to he is very cultured guy. His hospitality is good. He talks smooth, nicely. He makes people comfortable. He is a good guy to exchange his knowledge. So these things should be demonstrated, not as an additional mask. It should be an innate quality. And this you will get over a period of time. I'm not saying jaisa apne, as and when you read, you get these things. You get to know, or get to, what do you call, personifies these things over a period of time.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Any other comment? Gautam ji, want to say something or? Sorry. So if there are no questions, we will move on. So with good domain knowledge, with these qualities, you are now a good teacher. Now you will not be happy to remain as a good teacher, is it not? And you must also know that. Generally, what is the kind of a time frame that you should prove yourself as a good teacher? I say 2 years. From the day that you have joined, to prove yourself as a good teacher, 2 years is enough. Means 4 semesters. Or at the max 3 years, not more than that. Not by the time you retire. 2 to 3 years you should prove that you are a good teacher. So practice these things. then you may not be staying there alone, there forever. Is it not as a good teacher? From there, you should go to the next level. Next level, level 2 teachers. So how do you go to the next level? There are certain skills that you need. Qualities, skills, and competences. Before going to skills, one small mantra that I would like to say that you should always have this in mind to inspire the students. Remember that it is not your domain knowledge. Again, I will repeat this. You can read that slide. I will not be talking about, because whatever India will be in the next generation will depend on what you teach in the classroom. I do not know how many of you agree to this. The way that that's why I was feeling bad that we've only taught those people who are doing those illegal things outside. We've only taught those people who are there in the politics today as corrupt leaders. We've only trained those IAS people who are corrupt people. So I take the blame. I take the blame. They may not be directly our students. They have come from our educational institutions. It is education that instills the capacity and courage. Underline these two words. Capacity and the courage to reject what is bad and irrelevant, which is not good to this society. If we can develop that kind of a capacity in their mind, and courage to reject, courage to question, courage to appreciate also, that's enough. That is our job. It is not that physics or it is not that chemistry or mathematics that we teach. If we can teach the capacity to accept or not, capacity to think better, capacity to choose better, and courage to accept or reject, say what is good and what is bad, our job is done. So a teacher, by his or her knowledge, can only instruct, can only teach physics, can only teach botany, can only teach political science. But communication of inspiration comes only from his or her personality. You should have that kind of a personality where you are talking about good values, good culture, good glow. You should do that. It is not that you know and you have all those things for you. No. You should also do those things in the public, in the society, in the college, in the classroom. Then people will follow you. People will take your advice. That is what I want to say, that communication means not verbal communication, please. A lot of non-verbal communication, written communication, visual communication. That communication of inspiration comes from your personality. So you should have that kind of a personality where you can always inspire them. And today, this is the biggest problem in all colleges and universities, that many of the teachers, the students complaining that the teachers are not inspiring them in the class, including IITs. I'm not talking about universities and colleges. Because of age and certain positions in some committees, I keep visiting colleges and universities. And I make it a point to talk to the students privately. Then the first response is, ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai, teaching is average, itna nahi hai. They are very rigid. We cannot be rigid in 21st century. We should always be flexible now. The future mantra is flexible. The students complaining that the teachers are not inspiring. They say that teachers are good in completing the syllabus and conducting the exams. Bas ho gaya. Beyond that, are we making them good citizens? Are we telling them what kind of responsibilities that they should feel? Many teachers are shy away doing these things. ये मेरा काम नहीं है. उनको सब मालूम है. They are better than what we expect. ये घर में बोलना है, माँ बाप बोलना है. Fine, I agree with you. In spite of that, you as a teacher there with them, it is your job to inspire them, your job to communicate these things to them. Then you will be seen as a great teacher. That is where I will take you to the next level. Please read this slide. Please read this slide. 30 seconds. Now I will ask you a question. Are you a teacher or an educator?
Educator, sir.
Educator, sir.
Educators.
Educator.
Educator, sir.
After reading the definition, everybody will say that you are an educator.
No, sir, not at all. Really, I am an educator.
Very good. Dr. Ratna Parki.
Yes, sir. Dr. Prajakta.
Very good. I am very Prajakta. Okay.
We all
Sorry
are
if I'm not
educators.
reading your names
We all are
properly.
educators.
Prafulla
We all are
Kana
educators.
Karande.
We all are educators, sir.
No. I will not agree. I have all the statistics of this country. कितने टीचर्स कहाँ है, कहाँ किस स्टेज पे है करके we have statistics. If that is the case, that all of you are educators or all the teachers are educators in this country would have been a developed nation by now.
So that is our aim actually.
You say that is your aim. I agree. वो aim कब तक पूरा होएगा, कब क्या करेगा आप लोग? This is what the discussion that is going on. I have no hesitation to call you as teachers because you are all instructors and focusing on academic activities. Syllabus complete करो, exams conduct करो, सब grades दे रहा है, सब ठीक है. But there are some teachers who are having plus qualities, which makes them different from other teachers. Because they go beyond and focus on preparing students for that. I'm not going to ask you that question, please. I'm the last guy. But I will ask you to introspect yourself. Are you an educator or a teacher? That's it. Those who are having that kind of a gut feeling that you are an educator, I salute you. That's it. That's the only thing. This country needs educators. Today we need educators, not teachers.
Sir, sometimes being an educator, many times, most of the times you need to face controversies. You
Yes.
become the, target.
Ranedo, no problem. We'll face that. You have all the
Because
courage.
our education system, they need teacher. You need to focus on exams. Student has to get an good grades. Your syllabus has to be completed. Your revision has to be completed. But what is he employable? Is he getting the skills required to being a quality citizenship? Nothing is worried. Moral values, ethical values. If you inculcate that into them, into the students, then you become you are not doing a good job. You are away from your focus. So most of the time, we being an educator, we become a target of such type of complications, sir.
I mean, right. I agree with you. This is the reality. This is the reality on the ground. Now things are going to change. The change started taking place that the students are not accepting teachers. Students are accepting educators. It will take another 5 to 10 years for the system to get changed. those oldies will slowly be taken off, and the new philosophy, the new normal is going to be in place. Even new education policy talked about this. People are still talking about NEP 2020 theoretically. When it comes to action, then people will realize the importance of educators. I agree with you totally. I agree with you. But I can only tell you, you do your job as per your consciousness.
Yes, sir.
Let them-
Surely I'm doing it.
Let them target, don't worry. The time will tell you that what you have done is the great thing. Or what are all you have done already, the others, they will do after 10 years. आप उस दिन बोल सकते मैं ये 10 साल के पहले कर दिया कर. Only thing is have that patience. That's it.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. Thank you. So it increased my morale.
Prajakta, I am telling you, with my experience, I am sharing this. जो आज ये लोग कर रहे हैं, ये लोग बात कर रहे हैं ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, हमें 10 साल के पहले बात किया HRDCs.
Yes, sir.
May not be all 66 HRDCs, but several of us, we started talking about this. And we started practicing them since 5 years.
5 years. Yes.
And we have seen today, all those people who took the training from HRDCs earlier, they never found difficulty in switching over to online education. Fine, nobody told us what are the contents those days, but we, on our own, we have come to know, and we thought it is going to be the future. But we never expected that the future comes so soon in 2020 in the form of COVID-19. That is what I am saying to all of you and guiding you, that the situation, what you are doing, or teachers should be an educators, or I will tell you certain other things little later of this topic. When I am going to speak something very seriously on ABC, I mean, you will come to know. The freedom is given to the students. It is no longer the top-down model. One size fits all will not be accepted by the students. Maybe another 2-3 years. Please wait. By 2024, note down today. Today is 5th October 2021. By October 2024, you will see a new normal in Indian higher education system. People will come to you. They will come and beg you, Madam, ये कैसे करना है, ये ऐसे ही करना है, क्या करते? And the students, they said that ये teacher हमारा Prajakta madam ने पहले ही कहा है.
Hope so the days come soon, sir.
Definitely. My guess is, if my guess is correct, 2024. By
Yes.
2030, the whole country will have to, because that is the only way. That's the only way that you should attract the students. Retain the students. छोड़ दीजिए. Attract के बाद छोड़ दीजिए. Retaining the students will become difficult. Because technology will not stop changes. Already in Maharashtra, I read an article in Amaravati town, somewhere near. Some school teachers made a wonderful experiment, taking Alexa and Tara into their classroom. And they started teaching some new contents for them in schools in Maharashtra. Felt very happy. And Sophia is waiting outside your classroom. You know who is Sophia?
The robot.
A human robo, which was displayed in 2017 World Technology Forum in Hyderabad. She will take and teach classes. No, sir, I go by Indian Constitution or Modern India by Bipin Chandra Pal as it is, sir. I can ask Sophia to buy her and she will tell them. If you are going only by teaching methods in the sense transmitting the contents, Google is already doing. There's a lot of information about what you are teaching, whether it is Indian history or Constitution of India or quantum physics or linear algebra. They are all there in Google also. You can only search, go to that, and they will even find good PPTs also there in Google. But what is that the teacher can do is they should focus on preparing students for life. How do you do that? That is a question. I'm not saying just like that. That the teacher should have these skills. If you have these skills and you are putting them in practice, you will become an educator. You will become a level 2 teacher, not assistant professor, associate professor. I'm not going to talk about those designations. As a professional, you will raise from level 1 to level 2 the minds of your students. If you have a good critical thinking skills, how to collect the data, how do you analyze the data? Today, we have all kinds of fake news. We have all kinds of incomplete information, rumors spreading like anything. But you should gather, you should do research in finding the right information. Then analyze that and then come to a conclusion. Then you can easily solve the problem. This is the most essential skill today the market is expecting from your students. There are jobs for people who are having good thinking skills. Many of the organizations are not worried about your qualifications any longer. If you are a PhD, MTech, MSc, BSc, BCom, MBBS, AGBSc, all are any graduate, come, I have a job for you. Do you have good critical thinking skills? Why you go to UPSC? Still, most of the people think job means, employment means only government job. I pity for them, but still, okay, I don't argue or debate on that. Go to civil services. Look at the way that they are asking simple questions where you have to explain the reason why you are thinking like that. Or when you are going to answer certain thing, how do you substantiate that? It is not that 1964, 1764 Plassey War or some war, this war, or XYZ place is the highest one, this is the tallest one, this is the first one, he is a gold medal or Nobel Medical Prize. Yesterday night they have announced. It's not those remembering the words and you are telling the answers. Then they will ask you what for they were given and what is it. If you say that they talked about the census of a human being, they got medical prize. So what kind of, what are those two census they mentioned? And who are all those people? How it was done? That is the kind of questioning they are asking. So you should go to the next level of thinking. You may say that, sir, ये सब हमारे syllabus में नहीं है, sir. First thing I will get from teachers, many of them, FAQs, frequently asked questions by the teachers. हमारे syllabus में नहीं है. Very simple to say this. Even in your own subject, there are topics which are having good thinking. You should talk about these things. And sometimes you can even bring some general topics into the classroom. If you don't have those books, go to the web and download on critical thinking. There are good number of videos, good number of material that it is available. If you want, I will show you one such. Will you listen to this, please?
Yes, sir. Yes.
About asking questions. Right questions. Questions that help you assess both the skills and applying them in your life makes it easier for you to assess evidence, evaluate arguments, and adapt your thinking so you stay switched on and engaged in different situations. Thinking involves stepping back from a situation to enable you to see all the angles before making judgments or taking decisions. Identifying the key points, analyzing the sources of information, weighing up different types of evidence, just as a judge and jury would do in a court of law, and putting it all together into your own independent, thought-through. It's very important to realize is that critical thinking isn't about being critical. And it's about much more than just finding flaws in other people's claims. By itself, that isn't enough to give you an edge. A true critical thinker means being creative, reflective, and adaptable, evaluating the evidence to decide for yourself what's accurate, what is relevant, and do I have sufficient information to take a decision on this topic? Thinking critically means taking a stand for yourself. It can be difficult not to be swayed by close family or friends' views on things, or certain beliefs that just feel right. But learning how to use these higher order thinking skills can help you to feel much more confident in your own opinions and conclusions. Is also about a sense of discovery, excitement, not only about learning, but evaluating arguments to see how they stand up, and filtering for yourself what resonates as right or wrong. By using these techniques, you'll find yourself becoming a clearer, better thinker. A cat. Learn better, think smarter.
So, learn better. You should evaluate your sources properly, such as data, facts, and research findings before you take a judgment. You take a conclusion. This is the most important technique that the teacher should evolve, teachers should develop, and you should also teach them in the classroom. Your students should be able to think better. That is what the capacity that we have to build into their minds. It is not the subject, please. It's the capacity to think better. That is the purpose for which the college or university is there. Then we go to communication. Again, this devil has come. But now here we talk about verbal, non-verbal, and written communications. What kind of skills that you should develop? Read this slide. I'll give you 1 minute time. So there is a lot of non-verbal communication also. Your body language, gestures, how you dress. Don't underestimate that also. You should dress properly when you are going to the class. They will watch you from top to bottom. You should not scare them with your colors of dresses also. And it matters where you stand in the classroom. You cannot stand in one corner leaning to the wall. You should stand always at the center and see visible to all your students. And you should keep moving in the class. There are many subtle ways that we communicate, perhaps even unintentionally. And I hear that by the time you go there, center, left walk 10 feet, right walk 10 feet, karke don't measure things and do things. Unintentionally, बात करते आप अंदर जाना है. And अंदर means go into the into the class with in the midst of your students. And don't shout at them all of a sudden, or don't keep your voice low. Modulation is very important. Of course, somebody will be talking on this skills. Even otherwise, you can learn these things. Go to web and type these things, you will find. And for every word that it is there, you can type and get lots of information on Google. But it is a must for you to develop these communications. Look at the way that the letters have gone. Emails are also slowly extinguishing. Now we are all on social media. But still, the written communication is very powerful. A lot of publishers are publishing. And even the way that we are communicating nicely through social media is also meaningful. That also you should learn. Because there is a big explosion in information world. And you should develop different ways to express that communication. You cannot follow the same pattern all the time. And there is another area that is coming up is visualization. Look at that, the way that the newspapers are presenting the news. I do not know how many of you read Times of India and Hindu regularly. Some of the news items they write in Times of India with numbers. Everything they say that it has represented n number of times like this. This is the reason why. Thereby they are so and so. It's a different kind of a presentation which makes you simple to understand. Look at that maps. All of us must be having Google Maps on your smartphones. Wherever you want to go, you just take the help of maps and you go there. To any corner, nook and corner of the world. Even an illiterate taxi driver will take you to the destination looking at this map. Is it not? That is the kind of a power that it is involved in visual communication. So tell these things in the classroom now and then. Don't say that it is a subject that you are going to teach. You are a physics teacher. Even in physics, while you are talking about this, what kind of impact that visualizations can create. In fact, half the knowledge of this entire thing has come from physics only. So there are several ways of developing communication skills. You also should develop these things and present your information in an effective manner. That's what I want to say. Then collaboration. People should work together. Don't form groups, right? Post 1991, after globalization, we are all living in a small global village. Knowledge is flowing from one end to another end. Economy is flowing from one end to another end. And during this lockdown period, we have seen how people are coming together, how we are interacting. Have you ever expected that you will listen to a talk like this? Tell me. But today we are all connected. I am seeing all of you. Similarly, you must be seeing, and every one of you will think that I am teaching to you directly. Is it not? Because you are not seeing others with you. Sitting at your home or in your office, you are thinking and you are looking at me, and I am teaching to you directly. You get the feel that there is a one-on-one teaching also. We all know that 1 + 1 is equal to 2 arithmetically. Then if I ask a question 2 + 2, what is 2 + 2? You will say 4. That's the numerical answer. But I will say 2 + 2 is equal to 5. Don't laugh at me. 2 + 2 is equal to 5 in synergy. If 4 people sit together, 5 new ideas can be generated. That is the power of collaboration. Countries are working together. Look at that, BRICS, G7, G8, G15 nations. Now, very recently, they say that AUKUS, Australia, UK, and US, AUKUS. New names are coming. People are working together on certain principles, and they are doing or the output is better. I'll say simply the output is better or better, more output. So you should also have the habit of working together. If you are doing research and having research projects, if you are going to work with people from other institutions, other universities, other countries, funding agencies will prefer you. Look at the way that the vaccine that has been developed in India, produced in India so quickly, because people from Pune, England, they worked very closely. People from Hyderabad and other parts of the world, they worked quickly. Sputnik launched their, from Russia, it has come to Hyderabad for mass production and it is going to be ready by 1st December. See, that is how people can provide better output if they work together. So develop that habit and also tell the students the importance of being together. What is that they can do in collaboration. And it is 11:30 tea break. I will take another 10 minutes. Please bear with me. We will have tea after 10 minutes. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Creativity. So one of the finest quality that a human being should have. You should always be creative. As a human being, I'm not talking about the teacher. As teacher, much more creative. Think always outside the box. Often we call that as a lateral thinking. The ability to pursue the patterns that are not obvious. The ability to think which others do not think. Which people take time to think. Jaisa hamara madam ne, what she is doing. I will tell you today that the others will follow you after 5 years, after 3 years, after 10 years. That is what the creativity. You should imagine things, how they are going to be tomorrow. For which you should always be with an open mind. Don't have any assumptions. No, I will be targeted, I will be questioned, I will be belittled. Let them. You have a strong desire, a commitment to do things better. That's it. Do it. When you keep doing these things and there is a better output, people will, oh, has done wonder. You should create that aha feeling in their minds. And it happens when you are a creative guy. That creativity comes with an open mind. You are always open to learn, open to listen, open to do all kinds of innovations, open to take risks now and then. I will say in one sentence, human beings should always be creative as long as they are alive. That's it. That's my point. Don't have any biased opinion. एक opinion जो frame करके वहाँ जाने का, जो भी बोलने दो हमें criticize करने का. Abusing, criticizing is an easy thing. When you start doing things, you will come to know. Okay, in a private chat you can criticize, but in public, don't do that. Try to see what is the positive thing that they started doing. What is the philosophy behind? I'm not talking about the industrialists or politicians. But when it comes to the question of a policy, when it comes to the question of a concept in any subject, or when a seminar is conducted, when a conference is conducted, what is the objective? What is the purpose? What for that we are going there? What is that we should do? What is that we should not do? When we are writing a paper, so what is the objective? What kind of outcomes that we are expecting? And what is the methodology that we... Let us be honest and do that. That's it. Do things with an open mind. Then you will always be creative. People will say, oh, ah. And then finally, you should have good courage, moral strength to venture, persevere, and withstand danger, fear, or difficulty. You should handle both success and failure in a balancing way. Not only you, your students also. You should tell them they should not go to an extent of committing suicides or extreme steps. No, not necessary. Okay, if you are not qualified or clear your exam this time, next time. No heavens will fall in 1 year. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, you will catch the next bus, if not the same one. Ultimately, you will also reach the goal, provided you are sincere. You should teach that sincerity. And you should also have that courage. Perseverance, Madam Ji, Prajakta Madam Ji. You should have that perseverance. Don't
Yes,
worry.
sir. Yes, sir.
People will follow you. People will follow you. You will be the pioneer.
Yes, sir. I have a belief, sir.
Good. And look at this different kinds of courage that people should have. Physical courage. Most of the people are having, yes, they may be having good physical fitness. Fine, that is also required. Then social courage. When people are excluded, when people are belittled, making you unpopular, don't accept. Not only you, even your colleagues. Next to you, somebody is criticizing next to him, somebody is criticizing your colleague, your institute, don't accept. You can always say that is what they are saying is not correct. You need not fight with them physically, but you can always debate wisely, tell them with a point. This is the reason why my college is good. My institute is good. These are the good things that are happening. These are the activities we are doing, and thereby we stand like this. It comes from leadership quality also. You should also have leadership. And in my opinion, all teachers are leaders. Unless you say no. Do you say no to that? Do you say no to that you are not a leader?
No, sir. We are leaders.
You are
Good, you are
Absolutely
leaders. Don't
correct. We
forget
are
that.
leaders.
Yes.
We are creating leaders also.
Yes. All teachers are
Because,
leaders.
because only leaders can create the leaders. So all teachers are leaders, I personally think.
Yes, you are right. You are right. Have that always in
Thank you,
mind.
sir. Thank you.
Thereby, see, if you feel that you are a leader, automatically that social courage will come. That is what I'm saying. It is not as a layer like, it will become a DNA. You will not accept somebody is harassed, somebody is suppressed, somebody is belittled. No. And you should have intellectual courage. Intellectual courage comes only when you are willing to learn. With your knowledge, with your experience, you always engage and take challenges. You will not hesitate to question people. But then you can always calculate risks and try to do something. As long as you are sincere, nobody will find fault with you. Even if you have done some mistake, people will accept and say, okay, it's all right, you are excused. but see that it is not repeated. Yeah, we should not repeat those mistakes again. That's the only thing that we should learn. And you should have moral courage. This is what we have already spoken there, intellectual honesty. Talk about ethics, integrity. It is not that we speak, we should put these things in action. When it is wrong, yes, let us not do. When we have done some mistake, let us accept it. Nothing wrong in it. Only thing is, you have to demonstrate these things. Moral courage. Emotional courage. It is strongly correlated with happiness. There was a nice article. Are you a happy teacher? If somebody asks that question, what will you answer?
My answer would be yes.
Okay. Many of you are silent. What happened?
Sir, everybody should be a happy teacher, sir.
No. Don't talk about or don't give me a general statement. You say about yourself, Dr.
Yes,
Vaishali.
I am
Yes,
also
sir. I am a happy teacher.
Yes.
I'm proud. I am a happy teacher because
Yes, I want that. I want that everybody should say that. That is what. Everybody should say, not that one person is saying on behalf of all others.
I'm
It
also
should
a
come from
teacher.
your heart. Yes, it should come from your heart.
Namaste, sir.
The moment that you are a happy teacher and carry that emotion with you that yes, I am having this positive spectrum in my mind, that I am going to college today happily, I am going to take my class happily, I am going to give a good talk, and own your students, own, OWN, own. Yes, this is my class, this is my responsibility to teach them, this is my responsibility to guide them. So if you are a happy teacher, you will have that. And spiritual courage means you should have faith in what you are doing. Not the religion or these are all useless things. Religion, non-religion. We are born as human beings by an accident. That's it. हो गया. जब वो accident होने के बाद बाकी क्या? बाकी सब routines. So have faith in what you are doing. And there is a purpose also. There is a purpose in your teaching. You are born for a reason. How many of you think that? You are not born just to make a mere living. You know that? There is a purpose for which the Almighty has created you. And you should do
agree.
that before you leave the planet Earth. So purpose of living is there, purpose to teach, purpose to guide, purpose to motivate, purpose to inspire the students. And have faith that you are doing with right reason. So these are the various types of courage. Please, you can read. I only gave small definitions and some small examples. You can read these things on your own. Nobody will conduct any training programs on this, nor seminars on this. Maybe some people, they may conduct here and there some seminars. Yeah. But majority of these things are available on the web. You can learn, practice. That's it. Then with these skills, I will tell you, a good teacher will become an educator, a level 2 teacher, in my opinion, a better teacher. So now I will call you as a better teacher. Will you agree?
yes, sir. Strongly agree.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, if you have these skills, and
Yes,
don't
sir.
worry,
Yes, sir.
you may not be having all the skills. At least next to 2 years, again I will say, next to down the line 2 years, you should develop these skills and demonstrate. Not developing skills alone is sufficient. Demonstrate these skills. Then I will tell you, you will be the most sought after teacher. And students are going to demand, we want only Narvade sir. We want only madam. You know how it is going to happen? I'll tell you. Now we will have a break. Now it is 11:45. I'll be back at 12 o'clock. Is it all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And if you have
Yes,
any questions, if you have any questions on this, I will take the questions after tea break. We have already exceeded by 15 minutes. I'm sorry for that.
Okay. Thank you so
Is
much,
it all?
sir. Friends, we will meet at 12 o'clock. Please don't leave the meeting. Stay connected
Yes.
and take your refreshment break.
Yes, ma'am.
सर
Yes.
सर
बोलिए सर.
Actually, आपके इसमें इतने खो गए थे कि समझ में नहीं आया 15 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा हो गए करके.
Very true, very true.
Thank you. I'm happy that you are not cursing me. ये बंदा छोड़ा नहीं, हमें 15 मिनट हो गए और चाय का समय में भी ये क्लास ले रहा है करके.
बिल्कुल
Thank you
नहीं.
very much for that. I'll
Thank
be
you,
back.
sir. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.